James on your radio, Sweet Pea. Freedom's Pep Rally straight ahead. All right, so how are we here? Legacy 1160 WSKW, John James on your radio, and making some adjustments. This is not affecting the video feeds at all. Hold on. This is only affecting the feed on the radio, and I think we're coming to some conclusions here. And this, if you're listening on the live stream audio or you are listening on the radio, there has been distortion. And Uncle Johnny has been troubleshooting it. And I think I have come to a somewhat of a conclusion here, although I'm not certain. We are having too much output. And I realize this talk on the radio is what we in the business call bush league. Anybody who's dealt with radio before knows what I mean when I say this is very bush league. But it's got to be done, trying to problem solve here as we go. And the main problem seems to be with phone calls. Let me know if you're listening on the radio or on the audio, just the audio, not the Facebook feed, not the YouTube feed, not the feed on any of the video platforms, but the audio feed at Legacy 1160 and the radio. And I think you're going to tell me there is some distortion going on right now because I'm hearing it. I'm plugged into a different system here that goes onto the air, and I'm hearing it. So listen and learn, I guess, basically is what I'm telling you, and we'll try to figure this out. Okay, see, that's better, I think, but that's very interesting is what that is. All right. I think I found the distortion. I think I may have found it. No, maybe not. All right. Well, bear with it. We're going to get into the show here. We can't delay this any longer. I think it's futile without an engineer, but it sounds very distorted. Right now in my ears it does. It sounds bad. So we're going to and we can't seem to get an engineer in. And I'm not blaming that on I'm just saying they're hard to find. They're also busy. They're all consulting engineers. We don't have an engineer that works for us. No radio station does anymore. Although we all used to have in-house engineers. So, okay, I got a text here. Yes, distortion, but not too bad. Okay, but that's we don't have it. Thank you for that. Yeah, see, there is a little distortion here. Let me it's coming out of the console. The distortion is coming out of the console. So what I've got to do is you're going to have to compensate if you're watching on video because I have to keep the levels lower apparently. So again, I apologize for this. We're not getting into the show because I'm trying to figure this out. We've got Dr. G, by the way, coming up at 9:30. And if you want to ask a question of Dr. G, how is that now? I wonder how that is now. No, it's still distorted. All right. I don't know why I waited till. Well, it's because I heard phone calls. I was listening to the radio coming in, and the phone calls were yeah. When Dr. Garofalo calls in, it'll be non-discernible. Yeah. Okay. So, given that, when Dr. G calls in, I'm gonna keep his levels lower. So, keep in touch with me on text, and we'll see what we can do. We're just gonna have to try to keep the levels lower. We've got hello. What I'm doing right now, just for you at home, I'm smacking the console because that oftentimes solves problems, but apparently not in this case. So it's a simple fix. But we need somebody to get into the console and adjust the output levels of the console. That's what we need. You know, I tell you, you know what? I will tell you exactly what we need. Mike Violet, if you can catch Jay, I bet we can fix this post haste by running it again. Bush League here. We're going to run it out of the headphone jack and into the on-air feed because that's where the video feed's coming out of, and it sounds pristine. So we'll run the audio feed out of the headphone thing too into the on-air unit, and that'll take care of the distortion, I bet. But we need the chords. We've got to get. Okay, I'm going to talk with Jay. I tell you what, we're going to have to end this video feed for a few minutes because I am sick and tired of this, and I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it today. We do have a lot to get to. Trust me, I can't run the video feed, though, because we'll be cut off because I have to play music. So stick around, and we will be back, hopefully in time for Dr. G. I'm John James.
Legacy 1160, WSKW, playing original hits like this.